Hey everyone, happy Friday, welcome to the Post Up! Whittier's premier open mic, going on I think this is our 10th month, heading toward 1 year come August. Woo! Save the date, we're going to have our first anniversary celebration, third Friday in August. We're going to have a special theme that was currently under development. It's going to be a big old party, big old rager. Bring your poetry, bring your passion. Bring your black tie. Yeah, because it's going to be an affair to remember. We're really excited to be here this month with a wonderful feature who's joining us all the way from the Valley to Southeast LA. The poet and Drea Lee, Ms. Drea, the poet, chef, poet, writer, authoress, top-notch businesswoman, cancer, who we were just learning about in the back room. All the things you miss when you're not here live, Instagram world. But we're so blessed to be here. We're going to get started. And as always, we're grateful for Casa Verde, who hosts us month after month. The greenest, most fantabulous place in Whittier. We're so grateful for you. Ruben and Lindsay, much love, much love. We're going to get started with our first open mic person who comes to us all the way from the West, Brian Dunlap. Woo-hoo!
All right. I feel like I've been here enough times that I'm almost running out of poems that I think are finished enough to read here. So, but first off, I would just like to say that some of you may know already that I run the site Los Angeles Literature, and what that site is a news site that covers the literary community. And recently, I redesigned it and relaunched it as a site that covers the community in a way that you now can submit to us. And I'm looking for submissions, and they're open like basically year round, and because there's always news going on and there's always stuff to write about the community. And what the site looks for is for articles about the community and their issues and our issues, and good or bad or otherwise, and also book reviews about books that are about LA, and interviews with writers in the community, and our literary history, because I know some people, a good example would be like Mike Sonsky, really knows the history and it's been very valuable at understanding who we are and stuff, and also literary criticism on us writers and the books that we've written about, from the community members in our community. So I have a few cards that you can get later when we're done, and afterwards, and for more information. And I also run a Generating Ideas workshop here every second Saturday, the Saturday before this open mic, to kind of tie into the open mic, so you come and generate some ideas and start working on a piece, and hopefully like that next Friday you can come back and read it and join us, and I'll show you like tips and ways to really dig in and figure out how to write what you truly want to write about and what's truly passionate, and so you're not like writing what you think you should write instead of what you actually want to write and what's actually important to you. But for now, I'll just get into my poetry, which I'll read a poem from my chapbook, Concrete Paradise, that I have copies of if anybody wants it afterwards. But it's this poem is Oakwood. There's 1 square mile section of Venice. That's like the only really section on the coast around here that was set aside for the black community. Oakwood, black since the time of Abercrombie, 1905. Oakwood Rec Center, thin film of dry sweat covers my skin. Summer, 2014. Deep thump of bass emanates from the picnic tables, from the reunion, thuds off in between homes that encircle the park. Loud, full laughter from a shared memory between cousins. A plastic beer cup gripped in one hand. The storyteller. His hand, warm, knowing, rests on his cousin's shoulder. Hey girl, how you doing? Rises from the wrap. A woman in a tangerine jumpsuit, embracing with the tight warmth of a relative. Their deep shared history. Wide smiles across lips, brightness in their eyes, saying all that words can't. When I turned the corner, a cop car, the LAPD, eye of gentrification, stopped at the fringes, at the corner, feet from the reunion. Residents in Oakwood used to know each neighbor, family, community. Older people sat on front porches, experience in their gaze, over 7th, over Indiana, a hard tenderness in their watchful eyes, a village to raise their children. Today, homes in the midst of being remodeled sit behind green canvas-covered chain link, shadows across the hollow frames. Remodeled homes, hard 90-degree angles in shades of gray, jut out in cold rectangles or squares. Fences enwrap lives in cocoons of isolation, the street at arm's length. While under the high California sky, parked on the other side of the benches, a small, tight group of black men crowd around a classic purple Impala convertible. A lowrider, its lines crisp, body clean, ready for a night of cruising that is no longer allowed. It rises up, down, at slight, jerky angles, still retaining its cool. A white couple strolls with their Jack Russell Terrier, early 30s. They glance at their reunion, asphalt stretching between them, seem unsure, cautious about their union taking place, about the base dispersing across 7th, a silent battle taking place that they don't even realize. Later, a young man arrives late, Dodger-style interlocking LA on his t-shirt. He hugs his aunt tightly. Hey, Aunt Viv, saved any of that good-smelling chicken for me? Boy, you old enough to feed your own self. She rolls her eyes and shakes her head, laughs, loving gaze lingering on her nephew. California love now spitting through the speakers.
Woo! Thank you. Sorry, homie. I had to do it, but that was an awesome poem. California love spitting through the speakers. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate you. Is this thing on? Is this thing on? All right.
It's not facing anything here.
Oh, that's probably why. Okay. I will cut you guys off if we go over that 4-minute mark, right? All your poetry is good. All your poetry deserves an hour, but this is a room full of poets, right, and storytellers, so we're going to share the cookies. That means our time. We're going to share our time together, so don't take it personal, loves. Don't take it personal. Thank you so much. All right, everyone, welcome to the mic, the one and only Mariana Franco, poet, 3-time author, event planner, and just a hell of a good writer. Mariana, come to the mic. Beto, you're on deck.
Hi, everyone. Okay, I don't really need a mic right now. So, I'll just share this poem real quick. Well, I got to. Sin vergüenzas, Malinche. Selling out black and brown people for profit. Displacing generational families, abuelas y abuelos, great-grandchildren out into the streets. Exiling us from the land we call home. Money is not enough to buy out our consent. We are not in consent. Your authority is a farce. Our land is for us. We made these cities ours. Homes when capitalism saw us as lesser. We made this city, this land, our communities, when investors saw us as nothing. We made this our place. We are thriving with our culture. And now as we have become Pacoima beautiful, Silmar beautiful, Acton beautiful, your progress will kill us, will strangle us, will exclude us and leave us only the prisons to dwell in. You are redlining our leniency out of history. Your appraisals of our efforts are pennies to the blood and sweat you have sacrificed. And this has to do with the railroad that is being built that's going from way south, and it's going to go all the way up to San Francisco. It's the speed train that they're building, and they made meetings, town hall meetings online that were completely unavailable for all the communities that are going to be affected by this railway. So, yeah. And then, boiling inside of me, she calls out, I'm silencing the chaos surrounding me on the daily. I close my eyes, praying to hear, listening intently for her guiding words, her conscious intuition. She is dismantling the stranglehold upon her throat, tearing out of the braces that have kept her mouth shut. She is unstitching, pulling the seams, freeing herself from conventionality. As she sees her form, bare and raw, naked in imperfections, her whispers rage outside of me, muting the world. Her rage is my peace. So June 23rd, there is an event happening at Rearte Los Angeles in East LA, Boyle Heights. And there's going to be a lineup of amazing, wonderful women in there. And it's called Las Hijas Chingonas de Inmigrantes. And if you want some more information, you can talk to me after the show.
Right.
Yeah, that's such an amazing space and an amazing event. I had the privilege to be at the first one. One of the OGs, of course, super OG. So yeah, hit up that event. Definitely hit up Mariana Nopal Flower, Prickly Pear Productions. Thank you so much. Where's Beto at? Beto has a poem that he ran to his car to get, so come on up, Beto Garcia. Woo.
Literally ran to the car. Good evening. So, my friend actually gave me the title to this poem, and I wrote the poem off of the title. So it's called Better Days. Look to the front, don't look back. The future is bright ahead. Let's leave the past behind. Look at the brighter days that are on their way. Everything that has gone, let's leave it alone. The better days that you look for are just around the corner. Those bad days you had just passed you by. Look at the way the days are coming. They are coming so gentle, they are coming so peaceful. Those better days you seek are within your grasp. So keep your head up and keep your soul pure. Those better days you seek are now at your front door. One more. And I wrote this one for her. It's called, I think I read it last month. It's called The Key. You have the key to my heart. Did you hide the key? Now can I find it? Did you lose the key and not wish to say it? Did you put the key away, not wanting to ever use it? The key is one of a kind. One a special lady can have. The heart is hurting, for you are not around it. Must I break and smash the heart to get a new lock? I'm tired of having to change the lock every time I lose a queen. Can someone help break, smash, and stab this poor soul's heart? The pain, the suffering, it really needs to end. This poor heart is in dismay. Thank you.
You want to help me pass that to who? To the people that just read. The brother said that he had to change the damn locks. Okay, that's good. That's good, Beto. I'm looking forward. Beto, if you don't know, is putting together a collection, and it's going to be a wonderful thing. I hope we have one of the parties here, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I gotta do the cover, and then I can send my book out.
Excellent. So everyone, make sure you're following Alberto Garcia. This poet does not know that they were on deck, but this poet, they stay ready. The one and only Caro Scott.
Yeah.
And then we got Alex, and then we got Andy. Just a heads up, loves.
Okay. Ooh. Oh, I see myself. That's. I was not expecting that. So, hi everyone. Good to be here. Thank you, Brenda, for the space. Thank you, Casa Verde. And so I'm gonna be. I got inspired to start trying to memorize some of my poems again. And I'm gonna throw in a little bit of improv. It's like tiny little baby steps. And so we'll see how I do with this. Okay, this is an ode to all of you. If you were water, you'd be the ocean, because you are vast. Vast in how you believe in yourself, like you are the first unicorn or the last dragon. Vast in your love, your arms wide open, encompassing the earth. Vast in your untold stories, because we all are waiting to birth our stories, and our words are immortal. You break against the shore, you crash against the rocks, smashing the insecurities that you've acquired over the years, in all the places where your weird wasn't accepted, like the cafeteria in high school, or the parties you weren't invited to, or maybe the college you didn't get into. Still, you are a potential tsunami, an incoming hurricane, a reincarnation of clouds raining down, and anyone who will dare to diminish your distance or stomp on your spirit, or who will dip you in wax, and who will dip your sweet tenderness in wax and leave you unlit like a candle. You embrace rivers in your mouth, bring them close to your lips, breathe in mountains, marigolds, and miracles. You are so much bigger than you think, and you are more than enough. And if no one has told you today, you are a cycle, impossible to contain. Each day you are more true to yourself, a little more wiser. You are where kids giggle when you enter their sand moats, each toe tickle, and reclaiming your inner child. Please don't ever let the world take away your laughter. It's your most precious gift. Laugh today because you are alive, and you are here, and you're here drinking Modelo's and red wine and dancing with moths and firefly lights. In your depths, your darkness, where bioluminescence evolves, proving your survival is within reach. Even on days where you're prickly and crispy, I know your light exists because you have witnessed the weight of shadows and grief. You are the fury of oil spills and lost hydrogen bombs and nuclear leaks. And you don't need to forgive yourself as much as you need to stop pretending to be a version of yourself that you think you need to be. A version of yourself more easily digested, more easily understood. You don't need to insult yourself for others' comfort. Embrace your briny self. Be the pickle in a conversation, because why is it so important to be loved by everyone? You are the current spanning the globe, a reflection of the sky. You are more infinite than the Milky Way, more gravity than the moon. You are the stars shooting glitter bombs into the eye of a needle. You don't need to fit in. The world needs to fit you. Woo. You are mystery and surprise, living life with a taste of octopus on your tongue. You are salt-drenched bones that will never break. Thank you, everyone. And I have a book Beyond, so this is also a plug for my book. Thank you so much.
Ooh, glitter bombs. I love that. So many ripples and chills in that particular piece. Thank you, Caro. Thank you for staying ready. Who did we say was next? Alex Petunia. We loved a poet with a petunia. One of our local faves. Making it all the way from the other side of LA. Alex Petunia, give it up.
Hey everybody, can you hear me? I kind of have a soft voice, I mumble, but here I am. Thank you everybody. This is kind of where I've been at, so bear with me. This is called Soul Compass. I am sitting here in mangled armor, cracked open, steaming from the heat of my wounds. I am raw, I am numb. I've worked so hard to advocate for others, but failed to speak up for myself. My heart wants to center itself with pen and paper and poetry adventures instead of being this nurse, no longer feeling like the work I do matters. I once saw a pathway for the good of humanity, that nursing could save the world, but the institutions of money and politics kept tearing down the trees of life all around me. The trunks collapse onto my trail. I climb over the rubble of their dreams, their dead dreams, taking tender footsteps, wondering, could I do anything to change this before I too fall? My mind is ready to give in, hopeless, exhausted, but my heart was never one to quit. I see not just a fork in the road now, but multiple pathways, calling my name into their fog. Move up, dive deeper into nursing, forget the pen. Forget the pen and the stethoscope, go hide in a fucking forest. Follow only the pen while looming student loans suffocate me. I've given myself too many whispers, rooted in others' visions and scripted formulas. I did not focus on my soul's smoke signals, my heart's sacred rhythm, my mind's vital rest. I am before these many directions, while the path I've walked is ablaze. No turning back now, only presence and awakening breath. And then another breath, then another, and another. I cling to the last bits of oxygen before I'm consumed by wicked smoke. I close my eyes, reach my hands out, and step forward. The ancestors guide me. I feel their branches pull me along to the water's rippling chimes. I choose neither the whispers nor the fog. Instead, I make my own trail. I follow the vibrating generations of wisdom, a lingering hum I had forgotten, my soul's compass. A fighter's path to stay alive, fail, fall, and live again, for the fallen trees too have their purpose and never really die. I had survived all this for something. I couldn't save everyone. I couldn't save everyone. But the ones still standing were worth it all. And here they are, keeping me alive with outstretched limbs. All of us still brave enough to reach for the sky and each other. I will awaken whatever is left in me, the burnt-out nurse poet, who still has the voice to summon the thunder and pour out my power upon these flames with the courage to say no and say when. I'll be the reins of resurgence storming forward with the hand of healing touch and a fist that will never let go of this pen. Thank you.
Did you see the flames like flowing back here, like just raging as she was calling the thunder? Always beautiful. Say that again.
Going higher and higher.
Going higher and higher. Yeah. What are you trying to say? No. All right, y'all. Who's coming up next? Who's coming up next? We got Andres Sanchez on the mic, who incidentally is going to be our June feature. So that's a little info you got. So don't miss our third Friday in June. The author of this body, everyone welcome. The poet who travels. This poet travels.
This poet travels. Yes, thank you.
This poet travels.
Hey, what's up, everybody? How's everybody's month going?
It's
It's a
monthing all over
heavy
us.
fucking question because my month's been going super weird. There's been a lot of weird stuff, and I'm kind of over it. But I'm hoping maybe the new moon tonight will reset things.
Please.
So I've been super emo for the last couple of weeks. So I'm gonna read an emo poem. It's new, unedited shit. So here we go. All right, it's called "Vulnerability is a State of Being Exposed." I often mistake love as a knot forming in my throat, as something that makes a ball fist out of my intestines. I fail to understand its simplicity. I let myself be convinced by past lovers that love is dysfunctional. That love lacked compromise and affection. I became jaded. I began to think I wasn't good enough to be loved. I was made to feel that I wanted too much, too fast, too soon. I had forgotten that love could be magical if I learned to appreciate the true meaning of being soft and open. Vulnerability is a state of being exposed, and I am a canvas composed of every experience I ever learned to overcome. My battle wounds can be displayed in any museum around the world and can be called a masterpiece, because every piece of myself that ever suffered is finding peace and turning into beauty. Love is the opposite of blind. It could see through superficial intentions. It produces manifestations beyond what I dreamed of for myself. I thought that love hurt, but it was experience that failed me when I became in denial about other people's pain. I justified their rage, betrayal, and disconnection. I became emotionally abusive to myself. I suffered in silence. I took the roller coaster of actions that depleted me, made me nauseous until I vomited grave words from my mouth as I buried myself deeper into unhappiness. More recently, I came to learn that love that is love doesn't hurt. It's a myth romanticized by the latest rom-com that depicts the untruthful representation that love has to be difficult, that love is so often out of my reach, and if I overcome these unrealistic obstacles, I will be deserving of love one day. What is meant for me is already mine. There is no need to chase after it or force it to return, because a love that knows my worth will want to build and grow with me. It will stay and turn life's challenges into good days. I'd forgotten how tender love could be, how uncomplicated it really is when I stop to think about what it really is, a gesture. A text in the middle of the day saying I was thinking about you. In the form of a question, love looks like, did you eat today? In the statement, I can't wait to spend time with you. Love is gentle lips pressing against my cheek, hands holding tightly to say, we're in this together no matter the time that it takes, because I love you. Fingers intertwined through the ups and downs. We will work through this until we found the answer. Love is intimacy beyond skin on skin. It might look like a compliment forming at the tip of my tongue to say, today you look gorgeous. Today I called instead of texted because I wanted to hear the morning rasp in your voice. Today I want to intentionally trace every freckle on your body and connect them into the constellation of Aphrodite. Today, you made me smile, and I want to say thank you for making me feel seen. Love is being grateful that at the end of each day, we can fall into carrying arms for a tight hug, because we know we deserve to feel this emotionally safe. Love is not something that happens to us, but something we must learn to practice with time and patience. It's a gift from the universe to remind us how blessed we are to be alive. Thank you.
Damn. Sometimes you just gotta say damn. Damn. Right. The freckles, Aphrodite, everyone called a canvas composed. I mean, woo! All right. Aaron, you ready? You ready, Aaron? I was supposed to tell you were on deck, but I tried to wave you. I gave you the eye, right? And then we got Shania on deck, first time on the mic here at Casa Verde. But welcome back, everyone, from the East Coast, right? Aaron.
How's it going, everyone? Should I use a mic? No, forget the mic. How's it going, everyone? My name is Aaron. Thank you for having me in this space. This space is beautiful. I am kind of indecisive as a person, like in general. So I have a question for you. I have like two things that I feel called to speak. Do you guys want to hear a poem about a breakup, or do you want to hear a poem about boundaries and managing addictions? Boundaries. Wow. Okay, you settled it. Nah, I like that. I like that. That was quick and easy. That was great. I love that. I thought I was gonna have to choose.
After hours, we'll hear the breakup poem.
Something we all gotta work on.
Right, that's the after hours. But this is called Murder My Addictions. We each grieve something that we can't describe. When we lack words to attach our feelings, our addictions do the talking. I'm tired of letting my addiction speak for me. I am lost, I am broken, and yet I see the future clearly. Somewhere there is a child eyes wide as infinity who will depend on me and call me dad. There is a child who will love me without boundaries, but I will let them down if I do not set boundaries with myself now. My addictions won't bear no seeds. My lack of boundaries will not father my future. I will raise myself up now. And somewhere in the distance, I know there is this woman who resembles the full moon in a clear sky, who I will adore with every atom of my being. But she will struggle to love me because I spent so long failing to do the work in loving myself, so foolishly forgetting how the brain, body, and soul are connected. Now, far from being broken, I am falling apart. I wish I was enough to feel whole. I wish I was enough to feel whole. I wish I was enough to feel whole. I wish I was enough to feel. Thank you.
Yes. So good. Oh, you guys are all on fire tonight. I'm real curious about that breakup poem, though. Mostly because I'm a metiche. What can I say? All right, first time at Casa Verde. Everyone, welcome to the mic. Shania. And then my brother Ruben, you're on deck, Ruben. And then we got Paula coming right up. Thank you, love.
Hi. So this is new. I call it a stream of consciousness because it was just came to me as I was writing. I think yesterday, honestly. So here we go. When things don't work out, they are really working out. There have been people I allowed to flow out of my life and began to reconsider their exit due to the guilt of choosing myself. As long as I can remember, my prayer was for God to place a person in my life that would love me how he does. I wasn't always aware that that's what I was asking for. At some points, it felt as if I were asking for someone to lasso the moon by desiring them to care about the details of my day. To constantly be checking on me, not out of anxiety that I'm doing something wrong, but to make sure that they are doing everything right because they don't want to lose me. They see my value and it doesn't make them want to diminish it. It makes them want to honor it. To search through all the corners of my heart only to know how to love me in new ways. To keep their commitments to me because they want to. Because they see me as a worthy of committing to. Someone who realizes that having one person who can encourage you to reach new heights is far better than 1,000 people who want only to sip from your energy supply. I longed for someone who will push me in the right direction of my soul's deepest desire, not push me around. Someone who can taste the wealth of wisdom on my lips when we kiss and is curious about how I got it, solely for the purpose of growing together. The end.
Thank you. Ooh. Damn. She said lasso the moon. I love that. taste the wisdom on my lips. I love that. I keep forgetting to give you guys the roses, by the way. I'm not leaving anyone out. I just keep forgetting. Thank you, Shania. I hope you come back to the mic. You too, Aaron. We missed you last month. But we love having folks that come, repeat sharers, right? Storytellers. And here's someone coming up to the mic that is just a natural at sharing stories and always got the mystical going on. Hasn't shared with us for a moment, so blessed to have Ruben of Casa Verde himself. Woo! Welcome.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm just gonna tell you a quick little tale about something that happened to me that changed my life. I was a person that, under 4 minutes, I was a person that in my life, I felt very secure. I felt I've done it all. I felt I was, in my mid-40s, and I felt, what else? I've done this, I've done that, I'm very satisfied. But there was always something missing within me. That wanting, that longing. I would see couples together, PDA. Sometimes the females would want to kiss the guy, or the guy the other way around, whatever. And it was like an inner jealousy. I wanted to see that. I wanted to be there. I wanted to be that. I wanted to experience that. I'm a Sagittarius, and Sagittarius are the philosophical of all the signs. Okay? Jim Morrison said that, and I believe that. We live life because we're alive. And when we're like that, we see art, we see life as art. That's a Sagittarius trait. That's what we can pull these things out. So I always wanted that. And I started believing in manifestations after this happened to me. I met this person, a very special person in this cloudy room. Okay? This person, when I first saw this person, the stature, the energy level was strong. I knew that I was a satellite adrift. I knew that I was way off from home. I met this person, fell in love with them in an instant. Already bragging about my tools and my truck, and I just stupid things, because I already threw everything but the kitchen sink at her, and she never flinched. I knew, without knowing that she was the one. So I came back, I found her, brought her some flowers, and since that day, we haven't stopped talking. We haven't stopped communicating, dreaming, wanting, manifesting, everything under the sun. When I first met her, I told her I could see miles away because of my experience. Talking crap, right? But being a Sagittarius, I knew that what I was saying, it was hyperbole, but it was in the stadium. It was in there. And I told her, you and I are going to be together. By the end of the year, we'll be together. We'll live together. We'll have you'll probably be pregnant. Yeah. It's so cavalierish. But you know what? Honestly, in good faith, it all happened. It all happened. And when love comes, it comes in. When you want something, it's not going to be there. Okay? It's not going to be there, but you can still want it. Okay? You have to be tolerant. You have to be patient. Love is patience. Love is understanding that when you fall, meaning break up with somebody else, you gotta get up. You must go forward. I've failed many times. I've fallen. My arrows have been clipped many times. But I mend them, and I get up and I fly again. I'm in my 5th decade, and I feel as strong as ever because the person I'm with illuminates me. This life is for the living. If you die, te guacho later, but not right now. I got to talk to these people. You know what I'm saying? Life is for the living. So if you meet that person that really inspires here and here, not just here, because first you need the intellectual inspiration.
Yeah.
Once you have that, you have the keys. Then it's all about opening the different little boxes. And then opening them and saying, wow, that's what love is. And I've been with this person, and she's not here. I want to wish you a happy birthday. She's 28 years old today. And Lindsay, we love you. We miss you. And everything that I said is not a lie. It was an exaggeration at that moment, but with true thought. And whatever you say, you will manifest, even if it's love, and even if it's not. So be careful what you manifest.
Woo! Damn. More DMs. Oh, that was so good. Through this smoky room. I love it. So many. I was a satellite adrift. Oh, that was like, wow. Awesome, Ruben. Happy birthday, Lindsay. Even if you're not live right now watching us, we love you. Catch the replay. Okay, who did we say was next? Paola Gutierrez, children's book author, mastermind, poeta. Everyone welcome Paola Gutierrez.
Hi, everyone. Yes. During my life, my grown-up life, all my friends are always telling me, oh, you're obsessed with shoes. And I'm like, no. And when I look at my closet and 20, 30, 50 pairs, and no, I'm not. So I'm finishing my book, which Riot Roses Publishing House is having it. Yeah! And this book is about mostly my childhood. So writing and thinking about healing, or thinking that I'm already healed in many parts in my life when I was younger. When I start reading, like I said, oh no, this part is missing still, or this part hurts. So for that, I wrote this piece, it's in Spanish, that is called Zapatitos de Charol. Lo único que quiero hoy son unos zapatitos de charol, de esos brillantes que no pierden su color. Yo no quiero que se burlen de mí ni de mis guaraches de araña, que son buenísimos, dice mi papito José. Tienen suela de llanta, nunca se acaban. Y lo que yo quiero es que se rompan, que se partan. Yo quiero unos zapatitos de charol, de esos bonitos, que combinan con calcetas blancas y florecitas, que hacen que las niñas se vean bonitas. Por favor, alguien, cómprame unos zapatitos de charol, de esos que te pones en los festivales y en las escoltas de honor, y hacen que se te quite el dolor. Yo sé que no hay dinero para esos lujos y que mis guaraches son de muy buen uso. Con ellos corro en la tierra, los lleno de lodo, los mojo en el río, los aviento lejos, les da el sol y al rato ya están como nuevos. Me siento triste porque yo me porto bien y saco buenas calificaciones y también entierro todas mis emociones. ¿Por qué los Reyes Magos no llegan a mi casa? Van de un lado a otro y llegan a mi calle y se pasan. Yo solo quiero unos zapatitos de charol, de esos que te hacen feliz, de esos que cuando te los pones, los demás niños ya no se van a reír. Lo único que quiero hoy son unos zapatitos de charol, de esos que acallen mis traumas, mis miedos y llanto, para olvidar que estoy sola y que a nadie le importo. Por eso los necesito tanto. Gracias. And I bought them.
Woo! A beautiful story of longing. If you don't speak Espanol, hit up Paula after to see, get a sense of what that poem was about, because it's absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much, sister, for always sharing your heart with us. And now the moment we've all been waiting for, our amazing feature, again, all the way from the valley. Thank you so much, Andrea, for making it through this crazy LA traffic. Just so folks know who Andrea is, Andrea Lee is a poet. She is an event planner. She is a host of her own storytelling show that she hosts every Thursday. And she's also an amazing chef who can just absolutely knock your socks off with a peach cobbler. She has a book coming out on her birthday, June 28th, which I cannot wait for that date. And we're here to welcome her to our side of LA. Everyone give it up for Andrea Lee.
Thank you so much for having me tonight. Thank you to Brenda and Riot of Roses. Brenda is such a warm, welcoming spirit, and I really appreciate her and everything that she does. Like Brenda was saying, I do have a book coming out June 28th, which is my birthday, and it's called Connections Between Us, and I forgot it. So my first poem for my collection, Connections Between Us, is titled Connections. Yes. So I'm going to read that poem first. Lips collide, soul ignited with every breath. Travels through my bones, I'm addicted to the sound of your voice that breathes oxygen into my lungs. Fixated on the touch of your fingertips that pierces my soul, caresses the interior of my heart. Your words gives me life like blood that flows through my veins. Body flutters each and every time I reminisce of the first time, in between time, which brings us to the now. Speak life into me. Value my role. Grateful tears, spiritual connections, we are one. I close my eyes, I can touch the moon and see the sun behind. Wait. Okay, right there. I feel you deep inside me, piercing of my body with respect. In return, I reciprocate trust, love, and loyalty. Enter me deeper. Stop, don't let go. Allow me to hold your heart. This is a sensational feeling. Hands intertwine your body and mine. Keep me open to the dreams of a close to perfect mate. Fill me up with the warmth of your touch. Hold me tight. Don't ever let go. Penetrate my mouth with truth. Taste the nectar of my thoughts. Heart filled with joy, enjoying you. And that's my piece. My second poem is titled Us. This is one of my favorite pieces and Hiram Sim's favorite piece. So this poem is going to start off like a little, rough, but it's going to get softer and better. Right? It's titled Us. They labeled us, banded us, abused us, owned us, used us, turned us, separated, mistreated us. In my lifetime, I have never been mistreated, disrespected, turned on, abused, used, cursed, put down, led astray by no one other than my own race. I never knew what it felt like, the hate, the betrayal, the envy, the jealousy, the disregard, the lies, the backstabbing, the mistrust, the misleading, and it all came from us. I was taught that they were the bad ones. They were the racist ones, the one that disregarded me, put me down, lied on me, backstabbed me, betrayed me. I'm not saying that there are some racists out there that don't like me, but I've never been in a situation when I had to face fear in front of them. It's always been us. The nightmares walking, psychopaths talking, the predators, the rapists, the child molesters, my mother, my father, my sister, my brother, my co-workers, us. My own race were the people that looked like me turned on me, disrespected me, disregarded me, raped me, beat me, betrayed me, lied on me, gave up on me. But never have I ever given up on us. I still love us, fight for us, stand up for us. I am the just one amongst us that's going to change the stigma about us. All it just takes is just one of us to change how we think and feel about us, how we love us, how we connect with us, how we treat us, how we care for us, how we are there for us, how we show up for us, how we build with us, how we value us, how we are loyal to us. It's time for us to change us, control the narrative. No more nightmares, no more fears, no more tears. Build trust in us. This one is a short one. It's called "The Connection Between Us is Deep, like the Ocean Waves." She craves, she hungers. Their hands caresses each other's. Spoken sentences with love and admiration. Fingertips pierce the depths of their souls. Breathe life into me. The air flows in my bones. I feel chills with just one thought of us. Building more connections between us. I'm going to read one of Brenda's favorites. This one is called, it's a trigger warning, Lost Child. A lost child before it had a chance. A decision made, but now a hunting dance. Memories that continue to run their course. A pain so deep with no clear choice. Should I suffer in silence and hide in shame? Blaming myself for a decision made in vain. The scars of life, a hurry deep. Still not giving up, but still in need. I can't bring you into this world, they say. It's a sin, and I pray the price one day. Some say if I repent, I'll be forgiven. But which one is it? My heart is still driven. I'll pray for the answers as I walk the line of shame. People shouting, you're a sinner, with jars of life to claim. My heart in turmoil. I want to disappear. The tears won't stop. I can't face the pain and fear. A child lost before it had a chance, but in my heart, it always danced. A love so strong, yet forever out of reach. My lost child, my soul, will always be in reach. Thank you. And because I decided to wear all orange today, I have an orange poem. It's called Orange Fluorescent Love. Orange is the color of fiery passion, blazing brightly like a neon sign, a hue that speaks of desire and fashion, fluorescent love forever intertwined. In the electric light of the city, orange pauses with a neon beat, a color that's both bold and pretty. Its glow a memorizing feat. In its hue I see our love, a flame that burns so bright and true, a passion that shines from above, a bold and pure, strong and new. In orange I find essence of our love that shines so bright, a color that's full of presence, an eternal flame that lights the night. Ooh. So I wrote this poem the day before yesterday. It's called A Spectrum of Color Illusions. In a world of colorful confusion where pain finds its place, I weave my words revealing each trace. The colors of anguish, they rearrange counseling fears, the tears that I have no range. Beneath the mask, the vibrant tears still flow. A fluorescent beauty now ready to sow. I've blossomed into this so colorful and bright, standing here before you, a captivating sight. Look deep into my soul, behold the view. My stories pierce your heart, they're meant for you. They unfold, breaking down the layers we hide, unveiling the rainbow where emotions collide. The blues paint the midnight stars. White holds purity, cleansing us. Blacks carry strength, resilience in their embrace. Yellows, radiant warmth, infusing every space. In pure white and black, the spectrum takes flight. When raindrops kiss the ground, brighten the light. Like a flower I blossomed, my skin a brown rich. Full of life and hope, I refuse to drown. I've endured pain, ready to speak, taking my stance. Dancing on stars, dreaming in vibrant colors, I embrace the unknown, growing and learning with each step I've sown. So let the colors of my pain be transformed into a canvas of resilience where strength is performed. I'll paint a world that's vivid with stories untold, and with every stroke, my true essence unfolds. I wrote this poem yesterday. It's titled, How Many? How many times must I cry? How many scars must I endure before you walk out of the door? How many lies must you justify before I see the truth? How many mistakes must I correct before you love you? How many bad memories must you mask to forget the past? How many? How many? How many? How many times must you cry before your heart finds silence and cheer? How many scars must you endure till you find strength to assure yourself that healing is within reach, and brighter days lie ahead within your speech? How many lies must you justify before you see the truth? How many mistakes must you correct till love blossoms, no longer neglect? For in every stumble and every fall lies the wisdom to rise and stand tall. How many bad memories must you mask to let go of the pain, to unburden the past, and warmth up to the future yet to unfold? Where the past loses its grip, its stronghold. Remember, you're stronger than you know, and your resilience will continue to grow. How many, you ask, how many more, before your spirit soars and finally explore the boundless depths of your inner might, embracing your warmth, your inner light? There's no set number, no infinite count, but keep faith in your heart, that's paramount. For each tear shed, each scar worn, each life faced, and each mistake borne brings you closer to the truth, to your core, to love for yourself that's worth fighting for. So keep going one step at a time with each how many your spirit will climb. Ooh. This poem is titled Wild Honoring, and I did it to a prompt with Alex Petunia. Had a prompt on her page. My wild honors your wild, the untamed spirit that seeks the truth, the feral heart that beats so strong, the fierce soul that can never be wrong. In the wilderness we find our power, our essence, our truth, our inner flower. We shed our mask and let our hair flow free in the wind without a care. And when we met, our wild hearts sung, a primal melody that makes us king and queen of our own wilderness, a place where we truly express our deepest passion, our wildest dreams, our hopes, our fears, our primal screams. In this sacred space, we are free to be who we are, to be wild and free. So let our wildness guide us on through the darkest night and brightest dawn. And may we honor the wild in all as we answer the wild's untamed call. Woo! Have time for one more? So this one is titled True Confessions. Hey. I love the look. I was never in love with you. I was in love with the idea of you. A figment of my imagination, you were never true. An unrealistic desire that I created in my mind of what I imagined you to be. And then I awakened to tragedy. A tragedy of you. who you really are. A narcissistic serial liar that plays on women's kindness, a fool with no soul, a half man who would never be whole. Where anywhere is his home. A creature of habit who lives lies for the entire world to see, posting a life that's full of fakes. He's green with envy. Full of rage, he can't deceive me. My eyes are open. I see the truth. The feelings that I had would never be again. It's sad because I was one loyal friend. It's the end, no more. I'm not a woman's scorn. You guys want to hear one more? I have some. So I have some poems that's kind of like sexy poems. So my dad was a poet, right? I'm gonna tell you a quick story. Right, I wrote this poem. So we were cleaning out his apartment when he passed away, and we were out crying and everything. We found this big box of poetry, and the one that we started reading was called Panties. So he started the poem. I don't remember the whole entire thing, but it said, I like panties, I like them all, I like them big and small. And he just described all these different type of panties, the lace, the silk, you know, the big bloomers, everything, right? So he loved women. So I wrote a poem titled Panties. I'm in the mood. Take me, claim me. Panties removed. His mouth between my thighs, his fingers inside. His hands are warm. I close my eyes. His tongue deep inside. Pleasurable moans, take your time. He grips her thighs, looks deep in my eyes. Pin my arms behind my head. Enter me deep. Slow rotation, left, right, up, down. He kisses me softly. I tingle with excitement. I'm here reminiscing. Panties. Okay, I can close with this last one. It's titled Gift. The innate capability to originate the rhythm of the trumpets playing the beat drops from the drummer. Rhythm begins to flow. Piano keys flaring, a magical sound blaring. Beautiful musical tunes, spotlight shines. It's our time, so divine. We write the verses that brings the vibes. You feel the rhythm which births the rhymes. Groove into sound, we all shine, so divine.
Take a picture. Oh my God. Can we get another Drea? Give it up for the magical Andrea Lee. And another one with the fire behind. Like, just, sometimes I think these lights are like hearing your poetry because it gets synced up somehow. Andrea, bring the sexy poetry to us anytime. And shout out to your papi for that panty poem. That's wild. Poetry prompt, panties. Yeah, that is a good one. That's it, guys. I think this is the fastest we've ever gone through the post-up. It's crazy. I know. It's so early. What was that? We're shutting it up.
Yeah, you gotta read a poem.
I wasn't planning to read a poem. I was going to sit this one out.
We can't let you do that.
I'm like, what do I have memorized? I don't have anything memorized.
You have a book?
I have a book. Do I have a book with me?
Is there a book in this?
I have a book.
In the store somewhere.
Is there a book in the store somewhere?
Always is.
I have a book. But I wasn't.
We can't let you get away with it.
I don't have my glasses. I can't see shit. Andrea, thank you so much. Everyone, save that date, June 28th. It's going to be a party. Where's it going to be at? Where's it going to be at? Do we know location?
Right, tentative since Library of Poetry, but lot of people are going to come, so I don't know if it's going to be a big enough space.
Okay, we're gonna blow out this party. All right, tentatively Sims,
So
but
it's gonna be. So I'm a chef, so I'm gonna have like food. It's gonna be like a restaurant outside. We're gonna have a live band.
ooh,
We're gonna have a DJ. We're gonna
Ooh.
have 360 booths. It's
Ooh.
gonna be candy tables. It's gonna be. It's my birthday too.
it's gonna be a big party. So make sure that you're following Miss.Drea_ the poet for all the deets on where this party's gonna end up.
And also the _Artistconnection. If any of you guys want to be guests on my show, you can just send me a message, or I can follow you and invite you to the show.
100%,
Always
yes.
a good time. Brenda's been on. Alex been on. Andy hasn't been on yet.
Andy, what's up with that? the artist connection, and it's like a slew of storytellers on there. It is always fun. It's always beautiful. I pop in on YouTube. They signal it out to YouTube, so check it out. The Artist Connection. Drea will have it all connected there. So on her page, and you got how many pages you got? You got several pages.
Writing
Businesswoman.
Journey 101 is for my book.
Writing Journey 101.
.com too.
And tell us about your book, your
Yes.
children's book.
Yes.
Yes, your Kickstarter.
That's right. I do.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
We have to remember to self-promote, right? I always forget. I'm like, I just want to hide this week. I've been busy not writing poetry a little bit, but I've been shifting gears a little bit to children's books, children's literature. So I do have a children's book. I have a Kickstarter actually right now. It's a crowdfunding platform. I'm trying to raise money to do the book production of this book. It's called Buttons Find His Mojo. It's about a little black cat and an interaction encounters with some community cats. We love cats, right, Cara? Crazy cat lady right here. Yeah, self-confessed. And it's going, I think I'm on day 5 right now. It's a 30-day campaign, so it wraps up June 13th. I'm trying to raise $8,500. That is right, $8,500. And it's slowly climbing up. I think I hit 6% this evening. So help me hit 100%. Kickstarter, it's all or nothing. So it's like full force. Even if you can give, share, that helps that crazy algorithm, because sometimes, Instagram, Facebook be hiding our posts, especially when we're trying to raise the money. So yeah, help a sister out, get the word out. I have a QR code. Even a dollar will do.
Even each donation gives you something.
Yes, 100%.
Like $5 donation, they give you the
Yes.
really cool pencil.
A really cute pencil, special design by Anna Karen Loves Paper, who's a local artist that she's kind of like the Latina Lisa Frank. Shout out to Anna Karen. And there's all kinds of different levels and rewards. Paula La Piedrita Feliz is doing, you know how she likes to paint her little rocks and stuff? Do you hear this? Aww. So, definitely check out Oh My Gatos Books. That's my kids' book page on Instagram. But I post everything up also on I Am Brenda Vaca. So be following and be sharing. And yes, I will love to have your support. And again, get the word out. And thank you, Paula, for reminding me to do that. And now, feel free to come and have a seat. Yeah. Get comfy. We were just wrapping up. But do you want to share a poem? It is up to you. You come in.
I was just going to support.
Yeah, we love you. And so have a seat, get comfortable. Welcome. Don't be afraid of the camera that's in front of your face if you decide to step to the mic. But I'd love it if you want to.
Okay.
I was about to share a poem, so why don't you get comfortable? I'll let you close. How about that? Get comfy.
Let me get my girl.
Go relax.
Thank you.
Feel free to move that. Yeah, throw that on the floor. So now I see children here, so I'm going to keep it child friendly. Well, I don't have my kids' book with me. I should have brought it. That would have been fun, huh? But I'll read one that's because it was just Mother's Day, and my mother's Mexican, so we celebrated her twice. And you know what she wanted to do on Mother's Day, Mexican Mother's Day? She wanted me to take her to go see her mom at Rose Hills. So there we were going up to the funeral home, right? But it's always a beautiful thing to visit our ancestors. And then on, she got a double blessing, right? Sunday, we had our family dinner and stuff. But this is a poem from my collection, Riot of Roses, still available here at Casa Verde. This one's called Cilantro Seeds. It's for my mama. My mother's skin, the color of cilantro seeds. My mother who speaks in sonnets. My mother who sits across from me, her arms the color of cilantro seeds, crossed over her pecho. She sits happily enjoying her Sabbath, lambiendo una paleta de fresa, la de leche. She just recorded a video message for my sister. I love how Mommy weaves a story. Her and Papi, somos artesanas de las letras, dice Papi. I find myself constantly quoting them in poems, recording moments with a pen, a text, or an audio message. I like to do this when they're not looking. They think I'm playing with my phone, texting God knows who, but really I just hit record. You can't make this shit up, I think. They give me such good material, solid gold. Much of what they say, colorful and vivid. My mother sits across from me, her hands the color of cilantro seeds. She sorts through las semillas de la hierba del cilantro we harvested earlier in the spring. The green grew bright under the thick nopal, lit up our salsa fresca, woke up our taste buds dulled by years of processed comida. The cilantro gave way to precious white flowers. Dry now, the seeds remained hard, small, and a particular brown, the color of Mami's piel. It is so evident as she holds the seeds in her palm. Ma, your skin is the color of cilantro seeds, digo yo. I see, she says. She smiles and laughs as she sorts through each flower, breathes in the potent fragrance in the smallness of each seed. Thank you. Woo-woo-woo! Shout out to the mommies. Thank you. Shout out to the mommies. And if you've ever seen, cilantro is so green, right? But if you ever grow the flower, the hierba, or the plant, like those little tiny seeds, they are brown. And it's just like such a beautiful color. And I'm like, oh my God, it's just like my mommy. All right. So speaking of mommies, we have a beautiful mommy that just stepped in, who wasn't able to be with us, but we're so glad that you're here with us now. She made it. Everyone, welcome to the mic, Katie. Woo, woo, woo. All the way from the IE.
Yes, hello y'all. I'm so glad we made it. These are my daughters. This is Sydney, Billy, Ivory, and Nala, and I am Lady K-Day. My name is Kaylee, and I'm from Chino, California. I'm going to share a little poem with you, I guess. So here we go. It's called Yo. No shame, no holding back. I'ma be who I'ma be. Iron-packed lima bean, mushy, gushy, and solid. Chew on that. All of me, not her, not he, not they, simply, complicatedly, topsy, tipsy, turvy, curvy, wishy-washy, taped-up mess, like heck, like wow. All of my fullness, my emptiness, sweet and sour, badass, and chicken shit. Facets of a whole-ass black pearl-enveloped ruby encasing diamond. A cracked one anyway. But it still values at a grip. A gang of fer y más. Pentagons in a flying soccer ball, black and white, both extremes of the spectrum. Suspended in the wind, expelled through midair, kicked and kissed y abrazada, chiquiada, traviesa. My heart is who she is, and I'm going to let her be. I'm going to set her free. Jesus said, whoever wants to be first must be last. He washed the feet of his disciples, which was unheard of. To be the highest, you must not only be comfortable with, but love to be the lowest. Let go completely of pride and ego in exchange for a new outlook. Humility and love go hand in hand with power and strength. Think not, waste not, want not, and whatnot. Don't waste a trace of your love. I surely won't. I am good to those I love and to those who I do not. I may tend to love you even when you do not expect it, and especially when you don't deserve it. But I do. I go with the Sanskrit of my feelings. I feel fully. Pop that lower pooch button, cornbread stuff down to my core like magma. Magnetize, re-energize, empathize. Yeah, that's all right with me. I need to look at your faces for a second because I feel like we're not connected. We right here. We spiritual.
That's right.
A man I once loved told me that was called God body, and I embraced it. I'm drawn to pour into those who my soul tells me to. I am neither desperate nor thirsty, nah. I pour into you because my cup is overflowing. I love fully, baby. I love fully. Both eyes opened wide with no reciprocity in mind. I would never regret loving or being good to those who I can see do not love themselves. Maybe I'm in love with poison, but it's only because I am fearless. I know with every cell inside of me, I am stronger than your bite. My quest now is to love myself this strongly as well. And wherever I question, God is my answer. His treasure dwells within my well. Yes, me loving me sometimes includes creating something from nothing or resting. Sometimes as simple as indulging in hope. Choosing me over you for a season, but my love will never evaporate, for which match's flame can dissolve the ocean. If you've never heard this before, please hear me when I tell you I love you. I love you, te amo, I love you. No strings, no doubt. No way you or I or your mama or your next door neighbor's goat could destroy that love. It is yours fully. Digest that. Thank you. I love y'all. Thank you for having me. I love you.
I love it. And not even the next door neighbor's damn goat. I love that. I love that. We're gonna have Lady K Day feature with us. We're figuring out dates. Soon. But we're so grateful for that you were able to come out. And Drea, we're so grateful that you came clear across town after your hair appointment, and you look fly always, and a plane ride, because the woman is going places. And we're so grateful for every single person that graced the mic with your medicine, with your stories, with your poetry. For the folks that were here setting up ahead of time. I think Lindsay likes to call everyone the Casa kids. They ain't kids, they're grown-ass men. They're still kids, damn it. Ruben, Casa Verde, Lindsay, we love you always. I've been one of your hosts, Brenda Vaca. So grateful for you all. Thanks and come again. Remember, third Friday, here, Casa Verde, the post up. Thanks. Much love.